Right, just thought I'd do an update on my dead brother's stolen tools. If you're a regular on this channel, then you'll know what it's about, but I'll just sort of fill you in on the details. My brother passed away November last year. He worked as an MOT tester in National Tyres in Mochtra, and he had a big toolbox there. Anyway, he passed away, and I phoned the manager and I told him twice. I says, I've got a lot of stuff to do, arranging his funeral and registering his death and a lot of things to do, And I says, I definitely will be arranging to have his toolbox collected, because he was a professional. He was a fully qualified mechanic. He was an auto electrician. He was an MOT tester. There's nothing he didn't know about cars, and he did not scrimp on his tools. There was 1,500 quid's worth of tools in his toolbox, and the toolbox itself was worth 700 quid. So do the maths, it's over 2,000 quid's worth of stuff. And I told the manager twice, I said I will be arranging to get it to collected. Anyway, like I said, last year, November, I can't remember exactly when it was, but it was a few months after beginning of the new year. I arranged, one of his best mates, Mark, local garage owner. I said, you have all these tools, you just go and collect it. Gave him the keys. I said, just go and collect his toolbox, and you can have it, have all his tools and what have you. Anyway, that was that. And then I was taking some stuff to the garage, Mark's garage, and he said, oh, we collected the toolbox. He had a lad that went with him because, to lift it. He said, we got it back to the garage and we tried the key, and the key wouldn't fit. So they had a look, and a key had been put in the lock and forced and snapped. He looked further, and they'd put a wrench on the barrel of the lock, and the lock's basically, to cut a long story short, the lock had been forced open on the toolbox, both of them. There was a lock at the top and the lock at the bottom, because that's the whole idea of toolboxes, is you lock them, don't you? And he says the tools had gone, they'd all been stolen. So, firstly, I got in touch with National Tyres, told them, and nothing was happening, much. Nothing seemed to be happening, and so I contacted the police, and police matter, and it was Sergeant Bowden who was on the case. Anyway, a couple of days later, he phoned me. He says, what was the value of the tools? And he phoned Mark in the garage and what have you. And anyway, and that was that. And he said, I know what's happened. He says, it's not rocket science, but he says it's the proof. It's proving it. But it's going on file. It's going on police file. So that was that. So anyway, contacted National Tyres again, and I told them that I'm not happy. That someone knows something. Someone knows what's happened to them tools. They haven't just vanished. Someone's broken into that toolbox, or tool chest it was a massive one on wheels. Someone knows something. This and this and that and that. So anyway, the complaints department of National Tyres sent me an email, and they wanted to know the cost of the tools, the price of the tools that were in it and what have you. So I emailed them back and says there's approximately 1,500 quid worth of tools, and the toolbox or tool chest was 700 quid, because he snap-on and fluke tools and stuff. He had the best of the best. Like I say, he was a professional. So anyway, a couple of days later, they said, "Oh, we've investigating it and this and that, and we've come to the conclusion we basically don't know what's happened to them tools." That's what they said. But we would like to settle your complaint, and they made me an offer. They made me a cash offer, substantial cash offer, not for the full amount, but it was a substantial cash offer, which I accepted. And then they emailed me back, 7 to 10 days. It says it'll be paid into your account. Checked my account. It was yesterday, and it was paid in. So that's it. So I just thought I'd update you. So it's all settled, sorted. So yeah, that's it. So I just thought I'd update you.